Hello, scientific community. Today we will be studying the anatomy of a bone cell. As many of you know, cells are the basic building blocks of life, and they play a vital part in our very existence. I hope you enjoy today's installment. As you can see, we have the average human skeleton. However, without cells, this skeleton would not be held together. This is our average bone cell. As you can see, it looks almost like any other ordinary animal cell. It includes all of the membrane-bound organelles. To help us better understand this cell, we will be traveling to Irwin County High School to compare the parts of the school with the cell. This will give us a better understanding and hopefully will teach us more about this cell. The first organelle we will be looking at is the cell membrane. The cell membrane is a barrier between the outside world and the rest of the cell. It also plays a key part in holding the cell together. Let's go to the school. Now I know what you might be thinking. Why are we looking at a brick wall? Well, if you think about it, it's really more than a brick wall. You see, the walls around the school are almost like a cell membrane. They hold the school together. They keep the outside from getting in. They really almost serve the same purpose. Now we will take a look at the cytoskeleton of the cell. The cytoskeleton is vital to cell movement and it helps it keep its shape. Let's go see what we've got back at the school. Once again, we have a simple wall. However, this wall is a little bit different than the one on the outside of the school. This is the wall that runs all the way through the school. It's similar to the cytoskeleton because it helps shape the school. It helps us to know where to move and when we can do it. I believe this wall is definitely most similar to the cytoskeleton. Now we're going to look at the nucleus of the cell. The nucleus is one of the most important parts of a cell because it holds the DNA and directs all the cell activities. Without the nucleus, the cell would not be able to live. Let's go have a look at the school. Well, here we are at the front office of the school. The front office is most similar to the nucleus because, like the nucleus, most of the orders given to the school come from here. Also, you can find all the records you could ever ask for in here. If you ever needed anything, come to the front office and you'll get the answers. Next, we will look at ribosomes. Ribosomes are small organelles made up of RNA. They are responsible for the production of proteins used throughout the cell. Let's go back to the school.
This is the lunchroom, and I believe that it contains the ribosomes because the food for all other students is made here. Now, the school will not be able to function properly if the students were not properly fed. Therefore, it's similar to the ribosomes because the ribosomes make the proteins required for the cell to function properly. Even though the food may not be that good, but that's another story.
This is the endoplasmic reticulum, the site of most of the ribosomes. The endoplasmic reticulum transports the protein throughout the cell. Let's go back to the school. As you can see, I'm back in the hallways of Irwin County High School, and it's easy to see that they run through pretty much the whole school, these hallways. Well, it's similar to the endoplasmic reticulum because the students have to walk down these hallways to get where they're going. Therefore, the hallways serve as the transport system through the school. Our next organelle is the Golgi apparatus. The function of the Golgi apparatus is to modify and distribute substances in a cell. Time to go back to the school once again. I'm coming here to the parking lot and bus unloading and loading area. I believe this is similar to the Golgi apparatus because distribution is going on here every day. Students come here on the bus and in cars to go to school and then back home again at the end of the day. Distribution happens all the time here. Now we will look at a vesicle. A vesicle's job is to store and release substances as the cell needs them. Time to go back to the school. As you can see, these are the students' lockers. Lockers are vital to the everyday life of any student. The locker holds books, supplies that you're not using for a particular class. This is why I believe it's similar to a vesicle, because you can get substances you need out of it anytime you need them. This is the lysosome. The lysosome is a small organelle that digests molecules, old organelles, and foreign substances. Let's go back to the school once again. Unfortunately for me, this part of the school is somewhere I would rather not be. But I believe the bathroom compares to the lysosome because, well, it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's where you get rid of your waste. Just as the lysosome gets rid of old organelles, foreign substances, and molecules, well, the bathroom is where we get rid of our, business. This is why I believe it's most similar to a lysosome. Now we will look at the vacuole. The vacuole of a bone cell primarily serves the focus of removing water from the cell. Because who wants a wet bone, I suppose? Let's go back to the school. These are the gutters of the school. they're most likely vacuoles than me, because that's what the purpose is, removing water. Without proper gutters and drainage systems, the school would flood and it would not be able to function properly. This is why I believe it's most closely similar to a vacuole. The last organelle we will be looking at is the mitochondria. The mitochondria serves as the powerhouse for the cell and produces energy for it. Let's take one last look at the school. Here we have one of the big fuse boxes of the school. Most of the power for one of the wings of the school comes through here. Just like a cell, the school has many power sources. I believe these boxes are most like the mitochondria because of the fact that without them, the school would not be able to have electricity or power. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Tune in next week as we discuss the hot topic of junk food and how it affects your bodies. Thank you for your time, and good night.